Welcome to myEDD, your fast, convenient, and secure way to certify for unemployment benefits and manage your claim. In this video, we'll guide you through the process of reporting self-employment earnings and commissions when certifying for unemployment using myEDD. Before certifying for unemployment benefits with myEDD, you will need to have a registered account. If you need to create an account, please refer to our previous instructional video, myEDD, Registration and Overview. After you create your account, log in using your email address and password. This is the myEDD homepage, where you select your EDD service. Access your unemployment insurance claim by selecting UI Online. Unemployment benefits are designed to provide partial wage replacement for unemployed workers. You may also be eligible for unemployment benefits if you're working less than full-time, so it's important to report all the work, wages, and income to receive the correct benefit payment. We'll show you how to enter question number 6 on the claim certification form when you certify for benefits. This will help you report your self-employment earnings, including wages and commissions. If you work in the entertainment industry or need help reporting wages from an employer, watch our other videos for help with those situations. Let's begin with defining self-employment. You are generally self-employed if any of the following apply. You carry on a trade or business as a sole proprietor or as an independent contractor. You are a member of a partnership that carries on a trade or business. You are otherwise in business for yourself, including a part-time business. Now, let's cover what commission is. A sales commission is money paid to a salesperson for selling goods or services. Some examples of professions where employees may be paid a commission include car sales, retail sales, and real estate. A commission may be paid in addition to a salary or instead of a salary. How is your benefit payment calculated? We use the information you report during certification to determine how much income we deduct from your weekly benefit amount. When you report earnings, we use this chart to calculate your payment. Most customers certify for benefits for 2 weeks at a time. If you have multiple weeks that need to be certified, you'll start with the oldest week first. Report self-employment wages for the week you worked, even if you were paid later. Do not wait until you are paid to report your earnings. A benefit week usually runs from Sunday through Saturday, so only report earnings for that week. If you need assistance calculating your self-employment earnings, start by dividing the contracted amount by the contracted time period. For example, if you are paid $1,000 for work that covers a 30-day contract, divide $1,000 by 30 days. This equals $33.33 per day. Multiply $33.33 by 7 days to calculate your weekly earnings. Report the weekly amount on your certification. If the contract period is not defined, divide your payment over the number of days you worked. For example, if you received $500 for work that took 14 days, divide $500 by 14. Multiply that daily amount by 7 to calculate your weekly earnings. Report the weekly amount on your certification. If you are unavailable for full-time work because of your self-employment, answer yes to question number 2. You only need to report this once during your benefit year, unless your self-employment changes. Now, let's talk about commissions. If you receive commissions, you may know the amount in advance, or you may not know the amount until you are paid. If you know the commission amount before you are paid, report it for the week you earned it. If you do not know the amount until you are paid, report it for the week you receive it. $200 earned in 1 week and $100 earned in another week, report the amount for each week you earned if you knew the amount in advance. If you did not know the amount until you were paid, report the full amount for the week you received it. In this example, the $200 would be reported on the claim certification for the first week, and the $100 would be reported on the claim certification for the second week, even though you're not actually paid until the third week. Now, let's review how to enter self-employment information in UI Online. Later, we will demonstrate how to enter commission pay. Continuing with the prior example, on the certification question screen, since you received self-employment, select yes to the first part of question number 6. This video explains how to answer question number 6 to report self-employment or commissions. Question number 6 asks, did you work? And Did you receive any income other than wages for work? Answer yes to the first question if you worked, including self-employment or commission work. After answering all the certification questions, select Next to continue. After selecting Next, the Work Search Record screen will appear. You can keep a record of your work search activities. During times of high unemployment, you may be required to enter information regarding your work search. By default, No will be selected. Select your response. Once complete, select Next to continue. On the next screen, you will be asked follow-up questions. Did you work this week? Select Yes if you worked and have already been paid or will be paid one of the following types of payment. And did you receive any other type of income, such as the following? Review the list and then select Yes or No. For this example, we will select Yes to the first question and No to the second question. After making your selection, select Next to continue. When you select Yes, as shown on the previous screen, you'll be asked to select the employer you worked for from the drop-down menu. If the employer is not listed, select Add Employer. If your employer was not listed, enter your employer state ID number and select Search. Your employer state ID number contains 8 numbers and can be found in box 15 on your W-2. If you can't find your employer state ID number, select the checkbox, Enter my employer's name instead. Complete the required fields marked with an asterisk. For this example, we will select the employer shown in the search results. When you select yes to the question, Did you work?, you will answer additional questions on the Enter Wages screen. Complete all required fields marked with an asterisk. For example, we will use the same example mentioned earlier, where you are paid $1,000 for work under a 30-day contract, dividing $1,000 by 30 days. This equals $33.33 per day. Multiply $33.33 by 7 days to calculate your weekly earnings. Report the weekly amount on your certification. To begin, select your employer. For the question, how do you want to enter your hours? The choices are by day or total for the week. Select the option you prefer. By day allows you to report your work and wages daily. Total for the week allows you to report work and wages for the week you are certifying for. Then, select the wage type from the drop-down menu. For our example, we will select self-employment or independent contract work pay. We will cover other wage types in other videos. Enter the total hours worked for the week and the total wages. Remember to report gross wages. Once you complete all required fields, select Add Wage to continue. After you've added all your wages for the week, select All Wages Entered if you are ready to continue. If you need to add more work and wages, select the employer from the drop-down list or add an employer as shown before. Next, on the Employment Information screen, you'll be asked to add employer details for your employer. Note the Employer Information column. The status is Need to Update. Under the Action column, select Update to begin. Complete all the required fields and select the Update button. After selecting the Update button, the status is now complete. Once all employer information statuses are marked as complete, select Next to continue. Now, let's review how to report a commission. Reporting a commission is like reporting self-employment. For this example, we will highlight the differences. When you report commission, you'll enter the name and address of the employer who's paying your commission. Report the gross commission amount. If you know the amount in advance, report it for the week earned. If not, report it for the week received. You will select the employer from the employer drop-down menu as before, and if needed, select Add Employer to add a new employer. Then, complete the fields as previously shown. When selecting the wage type, choose Commissions. Complete the rest of the screen the same way you did for self-employment. After entering the information, select Add Wage. After entering all wages, select All Wages Entered, then select Next. Next, complete the Employment Information screen as previously shown. When any wage or income is provided, you will be provided a summary on the Wages and Other Income Summary page. Here, you can add or update other income by selecting the Update Wages and/or Update Other Income buttons. If everything looks correct, select Next to continue. Then, you'll move on to Certify for Week 2. After you answer those questions, you'll see the Review and Submit Certification page. If you need to make changes, select the back button to return to any previous screen. When you are ready, read the acknowledgement section below. Submitting false information or withholding facts can result in a denial of benefits and penalties. If everything is correct, select the acknowledgement checkbox at the bottom of the page and enter your zip code. This is used as your electronic signature, indicating that you have read and understood the acknowledgement statement. If you need to make changes to any of your answers, select Back to go back to the previous pages. When you're ready, select Submit. This completes the certification process for these weeks. And you are done. You successfully submitted your certification when you see this screen with your confirmation number. Save this number for your reference. If you have more weeks available to certify, select Certify for Benefits to repeat the process. If you believe you reported incorrect information on the claim certification, send us a message through your UI Online account by selecting Contact Us from your UI Online inbox. Be sure to specify the week, the reported amount, and the correct amount. We hope you have found this video helpful. We also have more videos to help you apply for unemployment benefits. Visit our website to view additional instructional videos and learn more.